Welcome to Break Into Tech Show with Professor Temi Akinwumi of MyITUniversity, a multi-award winning tech CEO, career coach, and mentor. With decades of hands-on tech career, will ensure your career dreams come true. Join our extraordinary show today on groundbreaking topic for a successful career. Do you want a $100,000 job as a cybersecurity professional, Scrum Master, Business Analyst Software QA, Cloud Architect, Data Analyst, Technical Recruiter, and more? Visit www.myituniversity.com to schedule a call. Come and get inspired to secure a lucrative job, keep the job, and grow on the job. Relax, receive, and see results. We're glad you're here. Share, like, and comment.
Hi, everybody. I hope you're all doing well today. Thank you for joining us on another episode of your Break Into Tech Show. My name is Professor Temi Akinwumi, and I'll be your host today. For many of you that know me by now, but if you've never met me, I welcome you to our platform. This is MyITUniversity, and I've been in tech for 3 decades, and been mentoring now for the past 18 years. I love to give back and to empower the community. And some people call me the tech evangelist. I like to always give back, and I'm thankful for the opportunity to do that. Right now, we've mentored more than 1,000+ engineers into tech. And today I'm bringing one of my mentees that I become a mentor with us at MyITUniversity, broken into tech, way back now. And right now she's coming back to give back to the community and to share her journey, how she broke in, what background she has, and all those stuff. So if you are joining us anywhere, feel free to comment and share with us your name and where you're joining from so we can welcome you properly. And if you have any questions for her, you will also be able to answer your question. So feel free to leave your question in the comment section, and I'm going to forward your question and we're going to discuss your question. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. And I'll allow her to introduce herself and we can get started. We're going to share her testimony of how she got a lucrative cybersecurity job in Europe. Europe, why Europe? Because many people that are on our platform are from all over the world, but they've seen us talk a lot about people that got jobs in the US, in Canada, Europe. We started doing some Europe too, so that you can know that we're also there in Europe and we can help you if you're in Europe. So specifically, we are bringing this to you that anywhere that you might be in the world, you can break into cybersecurity too. And you don't need a tech background, a college degree to break it. So without much ado, I want to welcome my guest and let her introduce herself. Welcome.
Thank you, Prof. So good evening, everybody. So my name is Bolanle, and I am based in Germany. And my job is I'm essentially in professional services, so an information security professional. And I'm happy to be here this evening. Thank you for inviting me, Prof.
Very good. And information security professional. Information security is InfoSec, and that is another fancy name for cybersecurity. So you're welcome to our midst today. And yes, so people are asking questions. Some of the questions they want to ask you is, what inspired you to pursue a career in cybersecurity?
Well, dissatisfaction, shall we say, with the pay, with the career, with prospects. And so I began to think about it and brainstorm and say, okay, what could I pivot into? What can I change? Because if you want to command a higher salary, you need to scale up. So that's essentially what it was. I was just essentially dissatisfied with the status quo.
Yes. You want to change your salary bracket where you want to go up and get better job and have flexibility, work-life balance, schedule and stuff. Very good, very good. So can you walk us through a day in the life of your role, the cybersecurity, infosec, and a specialist. What does it look like to you? What are the day in your role?
Mm, well, I'm in a bit of a niche in information security. So, in my role, I wear multiple hats. I have the business analyst hat where I have meetings with clients and then I gather their requirements, their technical requirements, and then figure out how to bring that to life, what it is that they're trying to achieve, and then I design a roadmap to get them there from a GRC standpoint in terms of digital transformation. I also conduct meetings and workshops. I have the consultancy part of it where I provide them with best practices, some advice, and so on. I train um, junior consultants. I have a mentoring role there. Mm.
Venturing role, very good.
Mm.
So, if you're walking us through your day in the life, do you work from home or do you have to go to the office?
I work from home 100%.
Very good. So, do you have to like have meetings in the morning, check your emails, all those good stuff? You always do that too, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's typical. Very good.
Mhm.
So, can you share with us your background before you broke into tech, into cybersecurity? Do you necessarily have a tech background, or what is your background like?
Zero tech background. I wasn't not a very techie person at all. So I have a background in business. I have a bachelor in um biz admin and my concentration was international business. So I have done different things like marketing. I've been in sales for years and I was also a software as a service consultant. So it was mostly in the sales space. Right.
Sales.
Mm.
Very good. So you transition from sales into cybersecurity. So what are some of the skills, soft skills that helped you right now in your role? Soft skills.
Soft skills, well, that is my some of the transferable skills also that I had from my experience working in the past. So in jobs that I had, I was familiar with contract negotiation. I was familiar with so the terms that are required that you have an MSA, that you have a statement of work and so on. Familiar with Salesforce. Familiar also with giving demos to clients and also, shall we say, objection handling. If the project is not going the way it should be, that you have active listening, you have the ability to hear what the challenge is and then do your best to fix it. Also, some project management, a lot of things really. It's almost like it's uh, all the jobs that you have done have prepared you in some way also for the role. Yeah.
Okay, so that means there's a transferable skills in your previous role that
Mhm.
helped you transition into, and those are some of the hard skills anyway. But soft skill like your communication, collaboration, presentation, teamwork,
Mhm.
all those things, being analytical,
Mhm.
thinking, all those
Mhm.
things are useful, you know. So you don't
Mhm.
need to necessarily have any tech background to break in
No.
since you're coming from sales background. Very
Mhm.
good. Um, so now with MyITUniversity, what is the role of IT University in your tech journey? The here, our programs, how did that help you transition into tech?
Mm. Well, number one, it was recommended to me by someone that I have a very high opinion of. Um, Someone that's like a, shall we say, a mentor to me. So that was the first thing. And then he also explained to me that it is a situation when you're done with the course. First of all, you're going to learn, you're going to acquire all the terminology, and then also you participate in some what you call it now projects and also so continuous assessment. You have some homework to do and all that, but also at the end of it there's mentoring and then also interview prep and so on. So that was very, very helpful to me because once you are done now with the course, the usual thing is that you are left on your own. But with my IT, it was such that there was a mentoring platform, and that's where things now really began to kick off, because all the concepts that you have learned, all the terminology, you begin to see how it fits together. You have the opportunity to give a presentation, to listen to a presentation, to ask questions. So it was introducing me to all the new vocabulary, the new jargon. I also assumed the role of the a group leader, a group captain. So I was forced to be, shall we say, responsible for the entire group. Yeah. So it forced me to be active. Yeah, it was it was pivotal, because also you have when you're alone. I did this journey very much alone on my own in Europe, and then I was logging in America. It made me feel like I was not alone. So you have this mentoring platform. I had my study buddy, and we would meet up, and we would essentially, shall we say, sharpen each other, and study together. So it was very beneficial, very important in my journey there.
Very good. So, like I always tell people, it's more than training.
Hmm.
Many a times, what you see there is training, and it's I always say it's five pillars. It's training first. Is the
Mm,
coaching, where we coach you about the every time you come together in the class, and then we're going through the questions, and this is how you pick it. This is what you have to this what you will say. This how you will say. This why you are saying it like that. Things like that. That's six. And
hmm.
there is the mentoring, where you are mentored into interview preps, resume, LinkedIn support, one-on-one mentoring support, even with the mentors like Abby and many of our other mentors that we have, that you are even a mentor now, as well as the internship, where you are able to do projects, for different organizations like Toyota, like Walmart, like UNICEF, like all these projects that we have. Looking
Mm,
through all the different frameworks, we always do maybe 2 month projects. We do job challenge, people get jobs, and we start another 2 month project. Right now we're projecting for we've done stuff on PCI DSS. I don't know, we've done stuff on third party, on RMF, on ISO, which we're doing currently. Now the next thing we're looking at, January, we're starting PCI DSS project, another 2 months and stuff. So all these things give, like you mentioned, giving you exposure to the industry, and there's no limit to how much mentoring project you can come for. Even when you are working now, everybody comes to support and to also be part of the project. So these are the things that set us apart, and I'm glad that that really helped you also to breaking into cybersecurity. Thank you so much.
mm.
Um, so that set us apart, because people are asking for that question. That set us apart, and another question that people will be asking is, what are the benefits now compared to what we were doing before you got into cybersecurity or into tech? What are the tech benefits that you see out there that you are grateful for?
Tech benefits.
Yeah, like, do they have incentives for? Do you have to enjoy healthcare, insurance, training? What are the benefits? Flexibility, work-life balance. What is that
Mm,
for you? As you
okay, so okay, now I understand. Work-life balance is really a big thing. I mean, in the morning, unless I have a client meeting, I don't necessarily feel the need to, you know, um, dress up or make up or anything. So if I'm online for that day, I don't necessarily need to concern myself with my appearance, because I work 100% remote from home, which means that I have more time for my family. I have more time to be a mom, take care of the household and all that. That cannot be over. It cannot be overstated. Um, Also, we have the benefit of the jump in income brackets. That is uncomparable to what one was earning before. Also, the company that I work for has, shall we say, extra holidays. So I have per quarter one holiday extra,
all right.
which is incredible. And there are just a lot of perks that come with the job also, because my company also provides us with, shall we say, a shopping cart. So I have a card and I have like a little bit of extra on it that I can go to specific supermarkets just to get groceries in the month. So it's
Can you hire
um
me? I need a job. I need a shopping cart. I card.
so
That's nice.
it's day and night between what it was before and
Wow,
what it is
that's great.
now. Yes.
That's really great.
Mm,
I love
mm,
that they provide incentive. Can you give you
mm.
a card to go and shop and buy? I mean, that's great. That's great.
Yeah,
That's wonderful.
yeah.
And you don't really get that a lot. And also,
Mm,
people tech company has money. If you break into
mm,
tech, you can really enjoy.
mm,
You'll be saying, "Wow, really?" And that takes
mm,
us to the next question. Do you have any advice you can give to your younger self?
mm. Yes, yes. Don't run away from tech. Tech is a good place to
You were
be.
running away before.
I was running away before.
Ah,
My family wanted me to study computer science,
oh
and
wow,
I absolutely was not having it. It
wow.
was not. I actually, to be fair, I tried it, but programming is not me. Programming, I really struggled with it. It really wasn't for me. But I think stickability, just stickability, and the ability not to give up too early on something. So you stay consistent, you stay the path, and you stick at it. You keep working at it. The door will open. Just as a benefit of the consistency and the how would you call it, the effort that you are putting in it. Don't be too quick to change things.
Hmm.
I
So
think
so now you're wishing, oh, I wish I'd listened to mom to dad and just start and just take computer science then and
I would have avoided a
or
lot of
just
steps.
persevere and endure the grilling of coding, and then I'm probably gonna be in some tech right now, cybersecurity.
That's the world I'm in now. So it's
Do you
where I
en-
ended up
do you
anyway.
enjoy do you enjoy looking back like thank God I finally came back to tech?
Yes, definitely,
Very good.
definitely.
Very good. So I also have a question. What are the biggest challenges you face at your day to day, and how do you overcome them? Give us an example.
Wow. Um, that's a good question. The there are so many things that one is expected to be able to do, and there are so many aspects of the job. Trying to stay current is one of them, because if you work with a GRC tool, there are so many changes that are going on in the background in development, and you're expected to be aware of them. So that you're also able to pitch a new feature to a client when it comes out, number one. But I think the biggest challenge for me is when I'm speaking to a client and the client tells me what it is that they want to achieve, and now I need to take those requirements and translate it into something I can build on the tool. And there is a lot of creativity involved in that. Sometimes the tool cannot deliver one to one, and I need to now develop a workaround, or I will need to work um, with the development team to build it for the client. In order to do this, if it is something that we need to build from scratch, I need to liaise with account management so that the clients can pay for it. This comes with developing a new statement of work. So it's very diverse. Just to handle one project, there are several touch points. I think a good example would be I had a client that um wanted to be able to gather the values they needed from a business continuity management standpoint. So we're talking about they need the MTPD, RPO, RTO. So those values,
Excuse me.
and bless you, they need to be able to compare. So this was a client that was in the banking industry, and according to the regulation, they need to be able to inherit those protection needs and also the business impact values. So I needed to come up with a way for them to compare the individual values, and by minimum principle, you pick the smallest number, because what you need is the minimum window that can be open if you're talking about from backup for the business and so on. So I needed to build this on the tool for them and not lose them as a client. So I had to come up with a workaround because this is not something that the tool delivers, and it was very complicated and very stressful.
Wow, wow.
Mm,
So at the
mm.
end of the day, the clients are satisfied and you're able to meet them at the specified time frame,
Yes, yes,
deadline. Very good,
yes.
very good.
Mm.
Can you also share with us, with your tech journey, a memorable moment from your journey, from starting the program way back to breaking in? What is the memorable moment in your tech journey?
Hmm. A memorable moment. I guess that will probably be the very first time I did a presentation, and I was very nervous about it. I did a presentation, I believe, on ISO. So after I had finished the course, and then now we were given the opportunity to teach something on the platform. And so I said that I promised that I was going to do something, and I put it together. I put the slides together, I did the research, and then I gave the presentation. And I got incredible feedback from it that it was very good. It looked very professional, and so that was a memorable moment. And it also connected me with my study buddy because it was a person that asked questions during the presentation. I said I like the way this person thinks, and so we connected right after. And she has a job now, and I have a job now. So it was a pivotal moment.
Wow, very good. Very
Mhm.
good. It's good to be able to look back and say, wow, this is a very, very important moment in my tech journey. And I'm glad you have that. So, any advice you want to give to your younger self?
Oh yes, that was what we spoke about stickability and consistency and staying tech. Don't run away from tech.
Okay. So don't run with no don't run away from tech. Don't procrastinate. If you want to do it, start it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't give up. So and that leads us to the final words of encouragement for our listeners. I look onto the screens and advise job seekers, people that are sitting on the fence, not decided yet, the year is running out, with New Year starting, we have classes coming up in January. What's your advice you're going to give for people that are just like, I don't know, I don't know?
Mm, well, um, I think that if you are dissatisfied with where you are, then it is in your hand that you can change it. So you have the opportunity and you have the resources. What you put in is what comes out of it. And I think something changed in my understanding, in my thinking, when I had a conversation with one of our mentors on the platform, and all of a sudden it went click. I understood that there is a project, and that project is me. I call it Project Me. So shall we say, you are a brand. Build your brand, invest in your brand, push your brand, and um, you yourself, you're a walking, talking business. That there is a place that you want to get to, and you have to walk there by yourself. Nobody can carry you there. So you need to put in the work, and you need to be consistent in it. It is worth it. People have done it before you. It's not rocket science. There's a formula for it. You follow the path, you stay consistent, and the door will open. So if it is something that you want, put your money where your mouth is, put your back into it, and get it done. And the earliest time for you to start is now. Faith is now. So you start now.
Very good, very good. Thank you so much. So, people that want to do it, if you said, I love that you mentioned that you are a brand,
Mm,
you are your own brand, and nobody's gonna do that for you. You need to see yourself as need to know your worth.
mhm,
Even though you are not there yet, you can get to where you want to be. You want to
mhm,
get where the money is, so you have to
mhm,
build your brand to that place.
mhm,
So and that's what you were saying, like you started building your brand, you started putting everything together, started moving forward and be consistent, persistent, passionate and ready,
mhm.
so that at the end of the day you get to what you want and where you want to be. And that's where you are today. So I'm so grateful that you came. And any final word, that anything that we didn't mention, that final advice we want to give to our, you know, community, or to people that are listening to us, or to the mentors that mentored you, or to MyITUniversity, any final words?
Don't don't be passive. So even when you do come on board, there's nothing like nothing goes for nothing. You cannot be passive and say, I'm going to sit down, I'm just going to listen, and you're not going to do anything with what it is that you are listening to. Or you expect that, I mean, even if you do join the course, you expect that somebody else does the homework and you tag along and you expect something will come out of it later. It doesn't work this way. You need to get your hands dirty. So you need to roll up your sleeves, roll up your sleeves, get your hands dirty, and then now be active and be a contributor, be an upstart, be one of those what would you call it, not teachers pets, be an ethical, be a motivator, be
be,
that
be, be, one-
person,
be one of the class
be,
leaders. I call it
be the
like
one that raises their hand, be
the
that person,
mentors.
push yourself to be that person. And
Exactly. Don't ever be passive, be active. Very
that's
good. That's do that. Those are good advice. Be active, be a cheerleader. Don't sit
mm,
back and relax and want people to do the job for you. You need
mhm,
to be on the forefront. So I really
mm,
thank you for that, those words, and those are great. And I remember, because it's sacrifice also. You being
mhm,
in Europe, I remember, and then you have to be in class and you have to be up
mhm,
and not sleepy and all that, and you still put everything to it. Commitment.
mm.
And that's what you are saying this morning. So thank you so much for your time, and for
Thank you.
joining, and for giving back, and for the words of encouragement. I know people have listened to you, they've heard, and they've seen that they can do it. If you can do it from sales background, you did it, they can do it. So I'm so grateful for you able to break in into tech and becoming a mentor to give back. So I want to encourage people. We mentor you into tech. We help you with different frameworks, understanding, and prep you life. So if you're interested, reach out to me. The link is going through the bio on there, and also the text. You are able to break in. We can help you go through the pipeline. It's a pipeline. It's worth it. Go through
Mm.
the pipeline, and at the end of the tunnel, there's light.
That's it. That's it.
Thank you so much, brother, for being here today.
Thank you
And
so much.
that's all we have for you guys today. And until next time, when we come back again with another great presentation on your Break into Tech show, I remain yours faithfully, Professor Temi Akiwumi. And here with me is one of our mentors, Bola. And we're signing out for now. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day.